All right, good morning, everybody. This is Jay. Today I'm glad to announce you that we have a trader here at the Academy. Jonas, we have Mama Bear. So we actually had, I would say, a good morning in trading. If you are in the room, we don't trade only small caps. We trade small caps and big caps. It's a team. We trade together. So we trade option, big caps, small caps, and futures. Why I'm pointing on Tesla over here? Because that's the second setup that we traded this morning, and this is the first trade that we got this morning. I like the fact that we have a volatility in the market. So when I have volatility, the first thing that I want to trade is high liquid stocks. I want to look at the range, okay? I want to look at the range. So starting over here. And by the way, good morning, everybody. So I will check first of all the forecast that I made this morning over here. So this was my first forecast on Tesla. You can see that we have over here this tight, narrow consolidation right over here. And we had this consolidation from yesterday after hours till this pre-market, and then over here from this high. So very tight, narrow consolidation. When I see this, I'm not really joining on the breakout. I want to see or a breakout and then a retest and then taking the long, or I'm looking for a dip and then looking for a push. So I had in mind over here to buy a dip into this demand zone, right, buddy? And then I sent over the plan when it was like my 325 more or less. I will share over here with you traders. We can look over here and made yes the plan, fake out, talking about that. We set a TOP, probably I set in voice. But as soon as it came over here at the gate at 9:31, the first trade, the first two trades that I set, 9:31, I set Nvidia short, FFT, and Tesla, FFT, 223 and 40 short over here. We had the first TP, and so we got this, and then we got CDIO. I made a all morning commentary on this. So the fact that I had a plan over here, but when it comes to the gate, I had a double plan, and I started using over here Bookmap from pre-market. So I want to read the whole pre-market action, when I see the order flow, how it performs, and I will do a lesson for you this morning, first of all, on how we traded Tesla. Okay, by the way, traders, feel free to post your charts as well. I will share after some charts that we did this morning, we traded this morning. So let's go back over here. All right. So what we see over here is a push above this resistance 223. I was watching this 223 area. We have a resistance from 2 days, essentially. Yesterday was this resistance. We had this resistance, and 223 is essentially over here, this level. We started at that 223, and we had a small dip, and then it started pushing. And I had no position over here. I was not alerting any kind of position. No clue that this was didn't want to buy this, because as I said, I want to see a breakout, a pullback, retest, and then I take it in long. So I'm not really simply buy the breakout, which is the first, I would say, way the big hands trap. I wrote something on Twitter about this, about the bull traps and the manipulation in the last few days, and you can go check it. Let me see over here if I can reshare it, because I think it's good. By the way, thank you traders, because we reached 40,000 followers. So thank you very much. This is also thanks to you. This is Jonas this morning, breaking his back. So let's see over here. This is how we read the order flow on Tesla. We posted yesterday, but I want to share with you. Okay, exactly this. So when you look at this chart, all right, this chart is when not to trade breakouts over here. You'll see all the agenda over here. And what I like about this is that you see it goes up. We have a trend line, we have a breakout, but this over here, fake breakout, is, or bull trap, is a high liquidity area where longs get trapped and the smart money starts to dump. So they're actually using, so when we're looking, traders, at something like Tesla this morning, we see this setup. And over here, I want to read this. Understand, and this is the first pick, that the market has evolved and simply breakout won't work anymore in majority of cases. When I started trading not small caps in 2016-17, and I was a beginner, when I was starting to trade 1999, I even posted traders my license that I had from the government in the state of San Marino. My mom was over here from the 99 doing this. That time we had breakouts working, especially in the Italian market. You used to buy Mediaset, Generali, Unicredit, and breakouts were working, especially if it was tight narrow consolidation, bull flag, they used to work. Now the majority of the cases, just look at this morning, for example, at Tesla, what happened? When you buy a breakout, you get killed. Or when you buy CDIO, even if it's a small cap, you get killed. So you have to become smarter in trading. And I said over here, if you're going to trade these traps, so the breakouts, the smart money is going to set traps at key level just because they know chaser retailers will buy the most simple setup. So if you ask a beginner, if you ask somebody that doesn't know anything about trading, and you ask them, hey, what's up, dude? What is the best setup that you know about trading? They will tell you breakouts. Everybody knows a breakout. Retailers will buy the breakout, so read over here. Often fueled by Chad Fuhrer's pumper, it's true. Because like many times, something like this morning's CDIO, you will see the pumpers, the newsletters, oh, buy this breakout, it's gonna be amazing. No, don't do it. That's an increased volatility, and it's wanted to be like that because smart money, will dump, ensuring a low risk, high reward income. So actually they use that breakout to dump on you. If without the breakout, so without those buyers, they don't have anybody to sell. And if they sell, they will simply drop in the floor. But you buy the breakout over here, and what happens? When you buy the breakout, you have all those breakout traders, so you can dump on them. The price still stays over there, like it supports, it sustains. And then, of course, the big sellers are generally the smart money, in this case, in control. Boom, it will wash out. Just like CDIO did this morning, or just like Tesla did this morning. So I'm gonna put the link over here. You can go check it. But this, I will say, it's a good explanation. So when this morning over here push, I was saying over here, I'm not gonna short because I see this. I'm not gonna short because I see this. And actually, I had no feelings. Okay, even because today I didn't trade, I had a trader here with me, but I didn't have feelings if I had to trade this. Because I knew that until I don't have the confirmation of my setup, I'm not gonna trade it. And this setup that we saw on Tesla over here, we've seen a lot of times. And the exact entry level for me is this over here, and then another one over here is this. So those are the two levels of entry that I will post over here. If you are in a team JTrader, so FFT in Tesla. Okay, and what do I see on Bookmap? First we see liquidity over here supporting the move. Then I see more liquidity, and then I see more liquidity, even bigger over here. So they are simply raising the bid, and this is a stair step up pattern. So they're trying to control over here the price. You see that it's going up. But at a certain point over here, they have a break of 224, they cannot hold it, and we fill below. Now, my mind tells me there's no reason over here not to think that from this point we cannot push higher. So I cannot short over here only because we fill this 224. My level was 223, so 224 is really nothing that I really care about. And then we have this lower high. And now over here I see another lower high, and now I started to think, but we have this plan from the pre-market high that if we fill that pre-market high, we're gonna look for a short. So I start looking over here if I see sellers, and I start looking 1 second also the times and sales. I have set this to see the blocks. When this comes in, 223.30, 223.20, we alert 223.20, we alert for the short and then washed. Washed over here, we had a first target, 222.70, second 222.16, and then 221. I actually didn't expect this move down here. As a matter of fact, I said over here, traders, we can have a bounce. And it bounced a little bit over here, bounced like 50 cents. Why? Because we were in this support area over here, 221. You see? This was at 934. And 934 is only over here. And then over here, it bounced and then it failed again. And then over here, rejected VWAP. Over here, I alerted a short. So this is the second trade that I alerted on Tesla. And I said one thing. And I'm going to explain you why. So 956. So this time is 956. You see down below? Look, 956. Okay? So 956 is this time over here, 956. This is 356 because I'm in Europe. 221.30. So this level, 221.30, this level. I said short. VWAP rejection. I didn't say maybe it's gonna go down. Let me see the stars, how they're aligning, the horoscope, how it's today, if I wanna short it. No, I said short VWAP rejection. Of course, this is something that you have to be part of the room because you have to know how to trade. You have to read the disclaimer. You have to know how we trade. And this is your account, so you are in control. You have to know what to do it. But for all the traders who are in mentoring, who are following me, who are gonna join my prop firm in the coming future, I mean, this is an A+ setup that we trade. And this came from 221.30. Now it's 218.50. It's a nice 3 points unwind, okay? More or less. And over here I said take out 1/3 Tesla 220.50. Trail more, look for 219, and so on. That's the A+ setup, okay, that we traded. And what did I see on Bookmap? What did I see? So let's go over here, 955, and why I was so convinced about the short. Why I said short. Can anybody answer to me? Why? What I saw over here that I was so convinced? What I saw? Nobody? Did I ask a hard question?
I know. Maybe they're shy.
You think they're really shy?
Maybe they're shy.
Thank you, BOG, for participating, buddy. The liquidity. Okay. Can you explain a little bit more what you mean by the liquidity? Because liquidity, we have it over here 221, and liquidity we have it over here 221.40. Liquidity we have 221.80. Greg, QQQ rejection. So you are looking at the Qs, Greg. Okay, I like that. So one thing is that Greg is right, and also BOG are right, but I would like that they explain a little bit more about this. Jonas, you want to say something? Okay. James is saying bars getting filled without a move up in a price. Okay, we're getting closer. Amiri liquidity pulls and re-enters when price falls to continue higher. Exactly, also Amiri. Guys, you're all right, and I love this. Thank you also for participating. The fact is this, I'm not looking at Bookmap to enter the trade. Stop with this thing. If I do that, I scalp. I'm looking at my strategy. In this case, it's a simple fail of a demand zone over here. Okay, you see this gray zone? This is the demand zone. And when the price goes back into it, so you have essentially what? A pullback. I'm gonna draw like this. This is my pullback. Now, I shorted the VWAP or the Z-lines, okay? And if this point over here, we get to the VWAP, and I see the confluence of the demand zone, now coming resistance. And over here, I see the liquidity on Bookmap that you all set good. And it breaks that liquidity, but like Jay and Amir is saying, the liquidity pulls and re-enter when price fills. So they cannot continue higher. So they are filled over here, but they cannot continue higher. So I won't trade up here. But once I start seeing over here that they're selling off, so I start seeing over here this candle breakdown, that's the 221 and 30 that I alerted. Okay, so all this is a bull trap. We're gonna call it BT. Okay? That's the entry timing. If you understand this, one trade like this, trust me, you buy 5 contracts, you make 2K for today. That's it. 5 contracts you're gonna pay, depends on the strike, between 2.5 and 5K. Not bad, spending 5K, you make 2K return. Okay? You wanna buy 10 times more? Good. You make over here like 20K in a move over here of 1 hour. It's true. It just takes time to get to that point. Okay? What I've seen is a very simple example. And then I'm gonna go over here. I see a trader that is doing very good in small caps. The trader passed from $500 days on average, also with losses, but is, you know, the curve is growing the last 1 year. And it passed to a $1,000, we say gains on average. So one day could be 700, one day could be 1,003. And I ask because I like to get feedback so that I can tell to other traders how and what worked for him. And the trader told me over here that it was not about anything technical. The same thing that he trades on, let's say, 500 shares, let's say in small caps, or let's say 1,000 shares in small caps, is the same thing that trades on 5,000 shares. The only thing that it changes is the mindset. Of course, you need a high liquidity stock, you need to get filled. You know, small caps sometimes could be illiquid, but it only takes liquid stocks. It's only about the mindset, okay? So when you come to the trade, I don't think, I have this mindset, I'm scared to trade high size, wide size. No, once you have your risk set, once you know, oh, today I'm gonna risk maximum 500 bucks. Once I know traders that I'm gonna trade only my A+ setup, I'm gonna have rules for this, then you can have a very big return. 2 days ago, over here, and then we go back in our trade on Tesla, I share 2 traders. So one of these 2 traders is the one that I'm talking about. This is the profit curve here since February. And you can see that we have losing days, green days, losing days, green days, losing days, green days, losing days, green days, losing days. But that's the curve. This is updated 2nd of November. I mean, hopefully it didn't blow up today. But understand that the improvements come like this. Okay? So even this trader over here started to be more profitable, a little bit of pullback, more profitable, a little bit of pullback, more profitable. And that's the curve. And that's the curve. I can share, for example, many of these traders that they're growing. One is toward the room because yes, we're very good. And I can say, and if you are in the room, you know this. And the second is because the traders that I take under my wing, they must be killers. They must be snipers. They must be traders who want really to work hard. I don't really am too sympathetic. I'm not really your friend. I'm your mentor. If you want a friend, buy a dog. I'm over here to teach you how to trade. Jonas over here is with me. He's from Germany. And this morning we did, first of all, workout at 7:30. I called him. Actually, we had to meet 7:30. At 7 o'clock, I called him. Jay, let's get ready. We go to the gym. We go to the gym. We worked out everything that I did. After that, we did stretching. After that, we went in another room and we started doing like some breathing. Came back, shower, 2 different places, okay? And we had a morning lesson. We did lunch together, also with my wife and my little doggy. We did another meditation, visualization. We did affirmation. We emotionalized the goals for the morning. Sorry. And then we went to trading. Do this every single day. Create a routine, create a process. It will make a better trader. So now we're still short over here. My target this morning, you can see it, 217 and 16. So I'm going to look for Tesla, 217 and 16 and 60. That's my TP on Tesla. Okay. And it's all over here. All over here. So we're gonna review Bookmap together. This is 931. Tesla short over here. That's 931. That's my alert. And then over here in 956. So the point over here is plan A was to long on dips. Plan B to short on fake breakout. And what we did this morning, plan B alerted 931, short Tesla. And over here again, continuation. So second, short Tesla, 956. That's the entry. So over here, entry, entry. And that's our process, how we do it. Okay, now let's review over here. I'm gonna screenshot this. Let's review a few other things that we started doing today. So by the way, I'm glad that if you want to trade options, this is the way, this is our puts, okay? This is puts. So you trade only the puts. In this case, you can see that the trader longed, so bought the put, stopped, and then bought the put, sold, bought the put, sold, 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 bought, recycled, sold, sold. Pretty good work over here. Okay, so now what I'm watching, we'll probably look for an entry around 220. So let's see if we have that. All right, traders, so let's go back now into the trades. If you have questions, please reach out. We're gonna look at a few other setups. What did you trade today? So I see over here some other trades. Thank you, buddy. We love you. We love you. Thank you very much. Let's see Amazon. So long over here, stop, short cover, short cover, cover, short cover, cover. Okay, good work over here. Let's see more on CDIO. Okay, the CDIO over here, the stuff this morning came at 177. We got a short over here, 177, exactly into this pull on Bookmap. We recorded this in the room, so you can see how we got this for who's gonna join us. We shorted just into this liquidity area. The alert came 177, risk over here, lower high. Then we had the first target here at the 150s, and then second target 139, last target will be 126. So we're gonna look for that, traders. Okay?
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm short again.
You're short again? Okay, you're short, J-line rejection. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm following over here with the trader, the CDIO. So you can see how whippy the stock is. So we're talking about a small cap, small float, small market cap. This morning I had over here a big push into this high liquidity area, lower high. It came over here to the lower high and faded. And now this level over here, this 150 became resistance. So what we're looking is, we're looking for possible shorts over here and looking for this to unwind. The volume is low. We got already the second main target over here at 140. If you see a setup, please. Or Tesla, almost to a setup, watching for Tesla traders. So this is the alert again over here on 934 on CDIO. So 178 risking 180. Timestamps 934. This bar over here is 934. This is exactly the short setup and soak on Bookmap. Exactly that level over here. All right, let's look. So I will put the recording, traders, for everybody into the room so you can all see it. Watching for Tesla would be a nice re-add short. So let's put over here Tesla. So remember not to trade, only follow us. If you're not part of the room, you don't know the rules, how much we're gonna trade. We already short this morning from here, added over here. Now we're looking over here at this point, 220, if we can look for a short. You can see Bookmap is still growing over here, so we have higher lows and higher highs. Still early to short it. Let's wait at 220. Not yet short, waiting. Let's go back 1 second, CDIO. Still waiting on Tesla. It's rejecting part of the J lines, but not taking the trade yet. So you can see what they did over here. They broke down this level. They pushed back up. I'm waiting still my 220. So I'm still there, patient, waiting for that.
Tina.
Sorry?
Tina.
T-non, okay. Let's check T-non traders. So I was looking over here this morning, T-non, and it was a small gapper all this morning holding the J lines. Coming up over here, second time, third time. The only set level that we have to short is around 3, so I'm watching over here how 3 will work. We had also Nvidia. I saw over here some good charts on Nvidia, so this is a trader, long stop, then long over here, added full size, maybe a little bit too much over here, you know, on the extension, but it worked because it was very strong, but an amazing size. And then also this trade over here, sorry for the small chart, shorter stop, right away re-long, so reverse the position, add more. So taking 1 hour stop and then taking, I believe, 3-4 hour win, okay? So don't be afraid often to trade and then cut your position and then take the trade. So still with you on Tesla. Oh, my wife is here. Hello. J Slim over here. J Slim traders on Tesla. Paul, anybody took that J Slim? Okay, don't worry if you miss. Remember that it's important to take 1 trade per day. So, or you took this, or you took or add this. We cannot trade everything, okay? So it's already 2 good trades. John, did you take that? Yeah, waiting for me for now. T-non, only if we would have a J Slim over there, otherwise nothing. What is good to trade now is just Tesla. And Tesla, if you're still holding short from our trade at 223 and 30, and then 221 and 20, then look for the target 217. Look who's here, traders. He's the best trader of all, of course, of me. Say hi, Rambo. Say hi, buddy. Still waiting. So I may unwind over here. We are at the 23% fib. It may unwind, but we didn't take the last one. Again, traders, if you like the daily commentary that we have every Friday, would appreciate very much if you can put a like to this video lesson, and just like support us. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel Jtraderco, where I release periodically videos on analysis, mindset, podcasts with other professional traders or advanced traders. So a lot to learn. So across with the J line. So
Yeah.
we have the system 2. The system 1.
Yeah, look,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So let's see if we have other things moving in small cap land. So we have LIFW. We are watching this morning. Made a major explosion over here. The volume simply dipped into the J lines, 90-minute curl. Another J lines curl. So look over here how many times we have these opportunities. These are all the setups long that they gave us. Tesla pulling back. Then we had the second one was NVOS. Again over here, dip, dip, dip. So I would look for a 220 bull trap short. So this is another J-line curl and NVOS over here. We're getting back to Tesla. Okay, this time held. So we held over here the fib level, also reverse J slam. So I'm looking for 220 pop and fill short.
This,
Yeah. Yes. You can get out when these two cross,
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, okay. So the
So now what I like is that we have a liquidity over here, and then the participants get more over here present. So new heat map over here, 219 and 90. I'm not gonna trade until I see that we go into that and we stall. So the short will be like 219 and 95, and the risk will be like 10 cents. I know that it's very small risk for Tesla, but that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm not gonna risk like 50 or $50 cents, $1. I like to keep my losses very small. When we trade open, the risk is wider because of the wicks, so we can have even $1.5 risk on Tesla. But when we trade these entries, generally they will be between 10 and 70, 80 cents the most. We did the same thing on ES, so we try to keep a little bit more risk large at the gate. This morning, for example, ES gave a pretty good long over here into this dip, so you can see the J-line curve perfect over here, and then we have the J-line rejection over here. So it worked like in these two ways, up and down, and NQ was also in play. We had a first J-line curl, so nice. Second one, the third over here were for a scratch, and then a J-line rejection over here. So you can see again the levels, how perfect they're respected with the strategy. Let's go back CDIO. So CDIO over here, the only level that I'm looking to trade is gonna be this 170 or 180. Okay, so this gray zone that I have over here. Do you agree with me, buddy? So this 170, which is the pre-market high, or the 180, which is the high of the day. So CDIO, keep an eye. We're almost over there.
So just you see only for a major
Jason.
bull trip.
Yeah, yeah,
Bull trip.
yeah. Absolutely agree with you. I think some things will change, like we'll eliminate like these over here, and questo qua.
Mm.
Questo.
Lonely.
Perché if you enter the arrow over here, it makes it over here, goes 50 cents and then goes down. Sì, fai qualcosa, non è tanto. Vediamo.
Yeah.
So I'm preparing on CDIO. I'm gonna write over here my plan. You can see there's more liquidity over here coming in, and I like to see these dots over here. I'm looking for a supply area 170, 180. So CDIO, we have type 2 manipulation. In this case, we have 170, 180 level. So look at high liquidity. Then we have 175 and 185. Only shorting on particular pattern. You know what is the J-Slim or three-way pattern. So you traders need to be part of the trading team to know how to trade this. There's stuffing over here, buddy. So that's already over here first level, okay, that it tells us 170 is working. We will need to see over here the close of this bar. So let's see if it closed weak or strong. For now, still not a short confirmed. Sorry, ma'am. So this is an amazing tool, traders, how you use Bookmap, and it gives you solid, I would say, entries confirmation. So my point is to wait 175 now that we have a CDIO, because that's my high liquidity area. Let's look at 2 seconds at Tesla. So if we have the entry, yes, we just got the entry over here on Tesla at 220 exactly, because that's a bull trap. So Tesla, 220, short entry, and the risk is going to be 220.10. Sorry, I was distracted over here on CDIO, but the entry is this exactly. You can see they claimed the 220. They failed over here, giving a failed breakout, and then right away it's coming back down. So that level over here is exactly the short entry. As soon as you see that fake breakout, so you enter like 10 cents below the 220, like we were saying 219 and 95. So now I'm expecting the first target over here at 219. This is a good pattern. If we're gonna have a stop, the stop will be small, so we can risk exactly the VWAP over there. $269.85, so we have that. This is the system 1, right?
One of those.
Yeah, this is the in cross, but
Not
I'm
yet.
also using those.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why I did it.
It's about to cross now.
Very nice move over here. Very, very nice move, buddy. Careful on Tesla. So we're getting 219 in 80s. And there's a fight over here. You can see that we have a seller above and then buyers below. So if now we get this dip 219 and 60 and it pushes up fast, we're gonna risk the 220, okay? So now risking 220. So we need to risk very, very small because it's holding so good, that support over there. So 220 goes away, 220, 220.05, you're gonna stop it. Like a few cents, 5-6 cents. And remember, we had 2 good previous trades. This is the 3rd one of the day. We're getting 11 o'clock. It's still a setup that for me can work, but we need to keep the risk very small, okay? It's not being right every single time. It's about, in this case, to have a tight risk. But I like the J-Slim formation that we have, traders. I really like it. The only thing over here is that it's holding pretty good. And that is the stop over here. The J-Slim was perfect. Good stop. 10-cent stop. It's all you need. So no risk. We had already like something like 10 hour on the trade before. And that's a good level where we took the stop. So
What do you think about Meta?
Meta. So Meta, we have a pullback over here as well. We have an inside bar. Could be a nice trade if we break the 316 and 25, 316 and 20. It could be a good play over there, buddy. That's just going, so that's a good stop.
Yeah.
And this is important, show you the stop, because in this case, and I want to go over this. So we add over here, gonna also put this. This is important. So it's in a layer over here of high liquidity. It's a fib level. It's J lines. It's a level that we had on heat map. So that 220, 219 and 90, it's a perfect level to short. Didn't work. Held very good over here, the support. Remember what we said, if it's gonna hold this support over here on Bookmap, you put a stop break even and you cut it. Okay. Back below 220. Not cross yet.
No, pretty fine.
We have some support below. Setting up for another short. There we are, that's a short.
Yeah.
219 and 60. Risking over here 220, so we're risking 40 cents. We need to see the breakdown of that trend line. So you can see now Bookmap how it's breaking over here the support. It cleared the liquidity at 219 and 60, at 50 over here, more at 45. Now we can have a push back to 50 and I want to see a rejection to the downside. The reason why I did is not this, okay, is this over here. No, that, no, that is too low, is this.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Until it stays below this 90 MA is good, but it has to break the trend line, traders. No, quello ho messo
Come si chiama?
System 3. system 3B. It's finding some support over here. You can see they still put a little bit of liquidity at 219 and 20, but at least we would like to see the 219. Look, the volume over here increasing below. That's 60, that's our entry timing. So it bounced on the trend line, cannot break it. 220 will be our stop. This case will be a loss of 40 cents plus the 10 cents of before. And that will be the last trade that we take for the morning. Over here we took like a nice $2 and another go shorter here, VWAP for another $2. But we break this 220, give a little bit of wiggle room, just like a few cents more. Then we're gonna look for a stop at 220 over here. Like 220.05, 220.07. Wanna see how the price reacts? Okay, that's the stop over here. We stopped 220 or 45-cent stop. So 2 major wins, 2 small losses, and that's good. All right, traders, so we have the last few minutes together. Any questions? Good morning, Bongani. Having a setup, if I understand good your question, having a setup is very, very important. I mean, traders have to create a playbook, and you can trade directly only from Bookmap, but you still need a playbook, something that you know is going to be your trading that you will see every day. For example, could be a viewer projection we said before, could be a high of day breakout, then you buy the pullback. All right. And what I believe is that all the big traders, and at least all the traders that I spoke with, and I spoke with institutional traders, I'm also enrolling in, let's say in this case, to start a private hedge fund. So talking with a lot of professional traders, they all have a playbook. They all have a strategy. Bookmap is the tool that helps you in your trading a lot. And this is an amazing way to trade, because with this morning we had stocks like, I can share over here, stocks like, for example, this, which was a short, okay? And we short over here the top, and this was thanks to Bookmap, all right? Or we had, for example, this other trade over here that was CDIO, and over here we shorted the top thanks to Bookmap. Or we had the long over here on Nvidia. The same we had, for example, on Tesla. This is the put, so for unwind. So over and over and over, we will use Bookmap to give confirmation. But first, you have to have the strategy. So strategy plays an enormous, I would say, help. Okay, so Vihu, about Tesla. My point is that few weeks ago, I said my plan, what I was going to be on Tesla, and I had posted this on Twitter. You can go all check traders, and I said 195 I'm buying 10% swing long, and I bought 195 exactly over here, 10% swing long. The other one I had at 170 and then more at 120, 130, which never came. So now I'm up like only for 10% around 30 points, and I'm gonna keep it over there because my point is not to cash in 10%, but it was to scale in and have a position around 150 for a swing term on Tesla. This level over here on Tesla is a big level of confluence, this 218, because we have a major demand zone, which is this 215, plus we have two J lines. These two levels over here, I can tell you they will work very good. Look how many times it rejected, right? And how it bounced over here. And now look at this point. Those are the key levels that you need to look for, okay? So this morning, if I have to tell you which levels are you looking at, look at all the levels. So we're gonna do this, clone, clone, and then over here we're gonna do this for the upside. So we have a potential bull move coming, okay? So over here I'm gonna write potential bull move over here. And my bull move will be exactly so I'm looking for this, okay? This is Tesla traders. You're welcome, buddy. Nicholas, I'm trading from the academy here in Italy. I will be, San Marino actually is the Republic. I will be in the States. I'm gonna have a 3 days New York live course in Manhattan, and also a visit to the New York Stock Exchange. We were invited. And then 3 days in Denver in the first days of May. So for all the info traders, reach out to team@JTrader.co. It's gonna be with numerous partners, but I'm gonna be essentially trading, showing, and mentoring traders. We're gonna look at stocks and futures at the same time. So it's gonna be live 3 days, all two courses. And I hope to see you over there. All right, thank you in the meantime for being over here with us today. Again, you can share this with other traders. We appreciate if you can put a like, share with friends. You can reach out to me if you want in the comments below, if you would like next time me to cover something more. If you look to join a serious room where really you can learn, I can guarantee you that, check at Jtrader.co. In the meantime, thanks for the time, thanks Bookmap, and see you next week. Thank you very much.